Good day everyone, I'm Jella Dumagit, and today for my part, I'm going to continue what Miss Eliza Mones have started. We're going to start with advantages and disadvantages of debt. As you can see, I grouped them for you to remember easily. So the first one is in advantages, we have retain control, the tax advantage, and easier planning. So why retain control is an advantage? So when you agree to debt financing from a lending institution, the lender has no say in how you manage your company. For short, you make all the decisions. Tax advantage. The amount you pay in interest is tax deductible, effectively reducing your net obligation. So it's a good news. Easier planning. You know well in advance exactly how much principal and interest you will pay back each month. This makes it easier to budget and make financial plans. If we have advantages, we also have disadvantages. The qualification requirements. So you need a good enough credit rating to receive financing. Next, the discipline. You'll need to have the financial discipline to make repayments on time. And the last one, the collateral. By agreeing to provide collateral to the lenders, you could put some business assets at potential risk. Examples of debt. As we all know, debt is anything owed by one party to another. Examples of debt include amounts owed on credit cards, car loans, and mortgages. Legal definition of debt. According to 15 U.S. Code Section 1692A, debt is defined as any obligation or alleged obligation of a consumer to pay money arising out of a transaction in which the money, property, insurance, or services which are the subject of the transaction are primarily for personal, family, or household purposes, whether or not such obligation has been reduced to judgment. People should know the legal definition of debt so that they don't get involved in scammers and not easily caught by those persons who only wants money. There are some questions here which is related to debt. So the first one is, how can I get out of debt fast? How soon you can get out of debt depends on how much debt you have and how much more you can pay to reduce it. Another way is to create a plan, set a budget, and do not acquire more debt. Also, pay more than the minimum to quickly reduce what you owe. Debt consolidation. So what is debt consolidation? Debt consolidation refers to the act of taking out a new loan to pay off other liabilities and consumer debts. It is the act of taking out a single loan to pay off multiple debts. Difference between debt and loan. Debt is anything owed by one person to another. Debt can involve real property, money, services, or other consideration, while loan is a form of debt, but more specifically is an agreement in which one party lends money to another. The main difference between loan and debt is that money borrowed from lender and bank is called loan, and money borrowed through debentures and bonds is called debt. The bottom line or the key points. Debt is something, usually money, owed by one party to another. Most debts such as credit cards, home loans, and auto loans are categorized as secured, unsecured, revolving, or mortgage. Debt can be used to fund needed projects, fulfill the dream of home ownership, or pay for higher education. So that's it for my part. And before I end, I just want to apologize for not showing my face because I'm only using one phone.